Let's fucking go. I'm still hyped after Grievous, which obviously was yesterday, but yeah. Um, Still hyped. That was insane. I can't believe I passed that in like flipping first try. Yeah. So basically, I'm just gonna talk about that, and then obviously talk about these two tracks. But firstly, yeah, first I'll just say, so with these level 6 videos, I'm just gonna like upload them like one video every week, and then if I get a good run or if I pass a track, then I'll just upload that when that happens, because that rarely happens. Because, well, actually, I don't know, it could happen more often. Who knows? But like, let's say I flip in zero fault a 5, or get a good run on a 4, or pass another 7, like maybe I'll pass BI, or maybe like I might pass Orion or something, then yeah, I'll just upload that when it happens. But with these ones, I'll upload them like once a week. Um, so yeah, Grievous. Actually, no, I'll talk about Grievous after. I'll quickly talk about these two tracks. First one is Radiant Eclipse by Toby. Fairly new level 6 actually, so I just added it into the list. And yeah, I mean, it took me zero timeouts, which that seems to be the theme recently. Yeah, I don't know. It's this track is like fairly easy. The techniques are like very basic. There's nothing weird, it's just bounces, climbs, basic stuff. And it's a very easy 6 in my opinion. I played the extra checkpoint version once, and then came on the full track, and yeah, got this god run, which is actually pretty nice. A nice viewable. Um, yeah, really nice track actually. I quite like it. The obstacles are very basic, quite nice, quite refreshing. Just to sort of be able to hop on the track and do well. So yeah, that's this track. That's this track. Definitely like it. Definitely a good 6 from Toby. Glad it's on the list and glad I passed it. And then the next track is quite an infamous track by what's his name? By Storm. Storm Psycho's legendary builder and player, been around the community for ages. So yeah, he made that track Netherion, which I don't know. Some people call it a 5. Some people call it a 6. Actually, I don't think anyone calls it a 6. I think it's sort of universally called a 5. But when like Pex first passed it, I think he said like 5 to 6. So I just put it on the list because A, I wanted to play it, and B, yeah, it's debatable. So why not? And yeah, I got a viewable on that, which is pretty OP. I, God, honestly, like I watched replays on that track, and I hadn't played it before when I tried it the other day, and I thought it caused me a lot of problems because there's two checkpoints, checkpoint 6 and checkpoint 8, I think, which are insane, and you'll see on the run in zero fault, like the hardest checkpoint in the track, which is pretty insane. That fail right there was very depressing, but oh well. Yeah, and so I got a viewable on the Netherion as well. So two viewables on two of these tracks. That's why I just put them into one because like, they're fairly short tracks, and I did sort of destroy them as well. So yeah, Radiant Eclipse and the Netherion. I also passed so I've been playing quite a bit recently, and I passed some other level 6s, but like I'm not just gonna upload the level 6s when I pass them because they'd probably just like it'd be like 4 videos in like one week and then no videos for the next, yeah, whatever. So yeah, just decided to I'll just like do one a week, and so obviously like they'll stack up. So like right now I've got 3 um other level 6s that I've passed, and those will come out in the next few weeks. um and I don't know what order to upload them in as well. I guess I don't know. 'Cause some of them are quite boring, and some of them you would have seen before, and then some of them, like this one, these two 6s are actually like decent runs and quite new. So yeah. Um. So yeah, I guess I'll talk about Grievous. Man, that was OP. If you haven't seen that video, then obviously go watch that. That was the last video uploaded. Uploaded it yesterday, and yeah, God, I don't know what happened. I just went beast mode. It was weird. Like, I got on that day and Scott was streaming, so I decided, you know just get in Discord with Scott. Scott was playing the checkpoints. I thought, all right, I'll play it as well. Passed all the checkpoints in about like 2 hours or maybe an hour or two. I mean, it's not just straight grinding, obviously. It's just like pausing and talking and whatever. But yeah, it took me about an hour or two to pass all the checkpoints, and I wasn't really too confident. Like, yeah, you know, hmm, I don't know. Like, it was weird because I didn't feel confident, but I didn't feel unconfident. Like, I didn't feel like I couldn't pass it, but then I didn't feel like I could. So I was just sort of like still feeling out the track. But I did pass all the CPs quite easily, and like for me, I don't know, it's hard to explain, but so like obviously you'll look at the Grievous checkpoints and the BI checkpoints and the Luscious checkpoints, and you'll think, man, these checkpoints are long, like they are long checkpoints and they look really difficult. But like when you play the track after a while, it gets to a point where you start looking at the checkpoints as being short, and that's what started happening. I started looking at the Grievous checkpoints and I was like, this actually isn't that long. You know, it's just that bit, then that bit, and then that bit, and then you've passed the checkpoint. But when you first see it, you're just like, oh my god, you have to do that first slide, and you have to do that bounce, and you have to do that climb, and it like feels really long. But then after you get good at it, it's just like, oh yeah, you just have to do that bounce and then that slide, and then you just finish off with that climb, and it's not that bad. And that, yeah, that's what started happening with Grievous. And so yeah, I obviously passed the extra checkpoint version for this series quite a while ago, and I passed all the CPs yesterday and the day I passed it. And yeah, so I didn't try the full. Well, I did try the full track straight away. So I tried the full track and couldn't get past CP2. Like I restarted about 2 or 3 times on CP2 when I was in a Discord with Scott. I don't know what it was about CP2. I just, man, that checkpoint's really difficult. I just couldn't do it. And then I went to the shop with my dad. Yeah, it's really weird. I went to the shop with my dad, came back, loaded up the track, and then got past CP2 in 5 minutes, and for some reason I just popped off, like just flipping popped off. I was like listening to music, I was hyped up. I didn't fail any of the endings pretty much, apart from the last 2 checkpoints. Obviously, I didn't really fail the endings, like because CP3, CP4, and CP5 all have like these really hard, awkward bounces at the end. Like CP5 has, well, CP3, for example, has, well, for starters, CP3 has the break bounce to the bounce, then CP4 has the flat squishy to the bounce, and then CP5 has the, yeah, those bounces that flipping lean forward to the bounce. And yeah, for some reason I just did those first try. Like, I just didn't fail them. Um, and yeah, like I just went flipping beast mode. And that's why, yeah, I'm just insane. Just flipping insane. Um, oh yeah, watch this. This is the zero fault. Just did that overhang. And then this is probably one of the most inconsistent checkpoints in this goddamn game, and one of the hardest checkpoints in this track, and I just flipping zero fault it. So yeah, I don't know, for some reason I've been going ham recently. I don't know why. Hopefully it doesn't stop. Hopefully I just flipping continue all this skill. Um, so yeah, like Grievous, that was insane. Definitely need to keep the hype up, and I'm probably going to try some more sevens. Um, I probably won't. I don't know if I'll go back to BI. I do want to try and pass Orion though. I think Orion's going to be the next one. Whoops. But yeah, there's a lot of hype. Well, at least for me anyway. Like I'm feeling good about the game. My love for Trials has come back, and it seems to be like the break helped. Like I took a month break, came back, boom. You know, I'm a lot better. A lot of people like say when they take a break, it takes them ages to get back. But for me, like if you if you look at my YouTube videos, the time it takes or the breaks you'll see them with the upload times, it would be like a 3 month break in between one, or like a 6 month break in between one. And so the last one I took a month break.